Here's a wristwatch, and let's try to replace the belt. This is not its original belt, it's a different one, plus it's broken. It was manually cut out because the dimensions were not the correct one. The original belt also broke, that had some cracks in multiple places, and this is also getting damaged. So here is the replacement belt. It looks like this. It has its own shaft, and the watch itself has here on the side those tiny openings, that one and that one and that one, so you could push in the shaft, disconnect it and remove the belt. Or let's use even a simple knife. Let's suppose there is no opening here on the side, and in that case how should we remove it? On this side it has more play and there is more space, so let's try to use the knife. So put it in contact and push it up. In contact, it's pushing the rubber. More in contact. Let's try the other one. It's not moving. Now let's get a needle or something and push it out. Let's see this one. Instantly it's disconnected. So it's much easier to push it from the side. This is not getting out easily. So this distance from that side to that side is exactly 20 millimeter. On the replacement belt, here it is mentioned 20 millimeters. So 20 is from the side to the other side. It's not the width of the shaft, because with that one it would be larger, let's say 22 millimeters. But from the black rubber side. So that's why I cannot pull it off using a knife, because the shaft itself is exactly 20. It's exactly 20. So from here till there we have 20. So in this case you cannot remove it using a knife. The overall length is 24 millimeters. Let's put that back there. It's a tight fit, and use the needle. Simply push it in. It is springy, and then move it up and out, and it is removed. So insert this end. You have to push down the other one, so the left one is inserted. And it is inserted. It's not coming off. Get the needle, push out either this end. Did it jump back? Now it jumped back, or the other end, and you can remove it. It's not jumping anywhere because it's a tight fit. Okay, and finally let's use this. Now this one has a special feature, that tiny thing there in that loop, and that one is stopping it from sliding forward and backward after you inserted it into it. So this is there, and that cannot easily move forward or backward. Of course, if you push it, it is going forward or backward, but that tiny little thing which is not mentioned anywhere, that one is holding it. That enters into one of those openings, and both of them have it. This and that. Now this is a little bit different. The shaft is not falling out, it's tight fit. It has this little thing there, and because of that it's not falling out. Let's put it that way. Now which way was it? It's a smaller diameter compared to that hole, and it has a little bit of play. Insert that one. Now you can pull it down manually, and it's done. So from there You don't need any tool, you can connect and disconnect. Insert it there, pull it down, and it's done. Wristwatch belt replacement. Now you have to lift up the center and then pull it. And now this is not falling off easily. Now can I remove it? I have to lift up the center. Lift up the center of that one, otherwise it's grabbing it, and then remove it. Now should I use this shaft because it's thicker, stronger? Let's try to do that also. Pull it and disconnect it. Pull it and disconnect it. How should I insert it here, because this little thing sticks out. So here's the diameter difference. The old one is thicker, the new one is thinner. But how to remove it from there? I guess I can't. It will not exit there easily. Let's put it back. One is on the right side, one is on the left side. So it has a little bit of play, as you can see. When a shaft is visibly moving inside.